guys, Joe Bonamassa here with another lesson with Guitar World from my home in Los Angeles, California. And today we're going to talk about a track off my new album, Blues Deluxe Volume 2, called Shout About It. And it's a great track from one of my favorite guitar players, Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters, featuring Daryl Nullish on vocals, who's a monster singer. Trust me, I had to sing it in A too. And the guitar I'm playing to demonstrate a little bit of like East Coast blues, because it's great scene up in the East Coast with Ronnie Earl, Duke Robillard. Everybody had a sound. It was really predominantly a Strat sound. So the guitar that I'm going to demonstrate this lesson with is the Howard A. Reed Strat. This was built for Howard Reed in 1955. It is the earliest known black Stratocaster in existence. And I first saw this guitar in 1988 when Guitar World magazine put George Lynch on the cover. And in the center of the magazine back in those days, they used to do a collector's choice. And I happened to be thumbing through the magazine as a kid, and I come across this. And this is the original one. My parents kept it for me. Now we have it framed. There's the Howard Reed Strat. It's a little glary, but you get it. And instead of having pictures of Sports Illustrated models on my wall and Daisy Duke, I took 4 tacks and I tacked it into the wall. My mom yelled because I was ruining the paint, but I didn't care. I love the guitar, and it was my dream guitar when I was 11 years old. And the first time I saw it was in 2002. I was getting a tour of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum, and I was going through the gallery, and then just by just chance, there it was. And the person who was taking us around, I started to freak out and go, I cannot believe I'm in the same room with that guitar from my childhood. And she's, you're one of the only people that know what this is. And I go, April 1988, Guitar World magazine, it's my dream Strat. Cut to 11 years later, Bill Blackburn, who bought it from Howard's family in 1979 after he died, put the guitar for sale at Gruen's. And my friend Matt Kaler, who now works at Gibson, he was in Los Angeles at the time, and I was on tour, and I get a text message with a link to Gruen Guitars going, hey, it's for sale. And he definitely got the most expensive text of the day award for that. So I called Gruen, and we made a deal, and I bought it. And I picked it up the day that I made my debut at the Ryman Auditorium in 2013. And it's a really special day. And it's a special guitar to me because of all this junk that you see behind me. This represents my journey in music. I set a goal when I was 11 years old that, like, I want to be a musician. I want to be out there. I want to buy a 50 Strat. And the fact that I have this guitar, it's the most sentimental piece in my collection because of how it represents how long and how hard we've worked to achieve all this. So anyway, it spent the last 6 years in the Ryman Auditorium in their museum. And I don't know, I just decided, you know what, it needs to come home for a while. So I've owned this thing now almost 11 years, and it sounds great. It's a November of 1955 Fender Stratocaster that happens to be black, and it happens to be about 9 pounds, which is heavy for a Stratocaster of this era, actually heavy for any Stratocaster. But Leo, when he would paint stuff solid colors in the 50s, he didn't use the good wood because, solid color. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate a little bit about the Ronnie Earl the track that we covered for Blues Deluxe Volume 2. And, Ronnie is so great. He's a master of a Stratocaster, and he uses a lot of the in-between, this pickup and that pickup, I gotta wedge it. Hold on one second. There we go. So, he's a real, student of T-Bone Walker, And one of the riffs that I always steal in the slow blues when you're coming off the 5. 5 to 4. So I've been a fan of Ronnie Earl, as you can tell, for a long time. And so Shout About It, it's basically this. Sorry, we do it in a different key live, so I made the mistake. Don't sue me.